So this video is a spirit summoning video. I'm doing this on behalf of a client who has reached out to me. And I am going to be showing you some of the techniques that I use to summon a spirit, but there are going to be audio drops when I say the spirit's name, or I do certain summoning spells, simply because while I do want you to see what I do to summon a spirit, I don't necessarily want to make that information available to anybody, just in case somebody decides to try it. They're way out of their league, they don't know what they're doing, and it ends up being an issue. So there are going to be some audio drops here. On the longer parts, there will be some music playing, just so that you have a heads up on this video. Now I'm going to try to move this table back a little bit so that you might be able to see, not quite, you're not able to see what I'm doing here on that video. I'm not sure about this one because it's facing a different direction. So one of the reasons why I'm looking directly here and not, there's another camera right there. I do always film in dual cameras now because of technical difficulties that I've had. This is a great type of video to shoot using infrared, because when I summon spirits, my spirits get very active, whether it's to assert their dominance or they're trying to protect me. I'm not sure exactly which it is with them, but they get very active. So when I'm editing this video, if I don't see a lot of orbs, I'm going to be really surprised, because they usually get very, very active. You'll see more orbs in these type of videos than you will see in any of the other ones that I present. In fact, when I turned the camera on, I saw one start this way, so they had already started. So basically, I'm going to start off with what I have here on my table. So I know you can't see it on this camera, so I'm going to show you. I have my antheme. This is sage incense. I have my white candle. I have my pendulum, and I have a lighter for both the candle and the incense, obviously. So now, after you light the candle and the incense, the very first thing that you have to do when you summon any spirit is you have to make a containment circle. And that, if you've ever done any spell work before, it is the... Okay. It is the same principle as if you do any type of spell work. Around your altar, you usually walk a circle of white light and protection. And it's the same principle here. Even though this is a very small space, I am actually going, it's not going to be a protection circle for me. It's going to be a containment circle. I do this for any spirit that I summon because I don't know exactly what type of spirit it actually is, especially if a client contacts me and they're saying, hey, I'm having trouble with this spirit here. Absolutely, I should definitely have a containment circle, because I don't know what I'm bringing into my house until they get here. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to light the candle in my lantern. And this is the lantern I use on my altar in my spell work. And then I'm going to light the incense. What are you laughing about? Okay. I'm just going to move this to the side over here. Get that out of the way, because the less clutter you have, the better. Now I'm building the containment circle on this table area. The reason that I'm doing that is because the sage and the light will help to work to contain the energy. It's hard to explain unless, even if you're a necromantic witch, it's kind of like you have to understand certain principles. It's very hard to explain it. It's more like a gut instinct type thing that you know it. All right, so the very first thing is you draw the pentacle. I bring the energy from the earth up to my midway point. I take the energy from the air down to meet the other energy. When I feel it has blended and I can feel the energy in my body, then I begin. Now, you always go in a clockwise position around your altar or your table, wherever you're containing this. Okay, so now how I usually summon a spirit is I either latch on to the person that is having the issue, and I use their energy to kind of like patrol around and suck any spirit around them down. But this is a very specific spirit that I am looking for. In that case, I usually get sent a picture of the spirit doll. I lock onto that spirit doll and I summon them down. Now I was given a name of this spirit, but all of the spirit dolls that my client has purchased seems to have some kind of problem. The names are not necessarily their real names. I don't know what's going on with this. If you've seen the Alice video, then you know kind of what I'm talking about. So what I have to do is I have to focus on the picture that my client sent me to find this spirit's energy and bring them down here. So when I ask the questions, I always have my hand inside of the circle because the spirit is not able to leave the boundaries of this. So I'm going to ask, is the spirit that is inside of this circle, and this audio will drop out, so no one will know your name, okay? So you can tell me your real name. Is this the spirit that belongs to... Okay, and you are inside of the male doll. Okay. Now, the seller that sold you to said that your name is that your real name? No. Are you really a Frenchman? No. Let me ask, because I've been dying to know this question because there's been a couple of spirits. I really want to know, the person that sold you to the person that you're with now, did they actually talk to you? Did they summon any spirits? Did they have any psychic ability at all? Did they actually know that there are, do they truly know on their own that there are spirits attached to the dolls? Do they do this through electronic equipment? Yes. So they don't talk to you and hear you the way that I can. No, they do not. So now I understand why there are so many problems. Did you bond yourself with the doll that you are in now? You did. Okay. Are you... Actually, you know what? Is it okay if I read your energy? It is. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate and focus and read the spirit's energy. He's 28 years old. He's a 28-year-old man. His energy is young. He seems kind of like he's got the glasses. Are you from the 50s? Is that the time frame when you died in the 1950s? I can see you have glasses. You wore glasses. Yep. He has like the Buddy Holly glasses. Right? Buddy Holly glasses? Mm-hmm. The Buddy Holly, yep. He has brown hair. He has blue eyes and he's got freckles. He's got freckles across his nose. And I saw that. It's over there. Okay. Okay, so I heard a name. Is your name now, is that your real name? Yes, that is his real name. Okay. Are you happy in the home that you are at right now? Yes. He said that he was always fascinated with technology. He would take things apart to see how they work. Did you get to go to college? I think he wanted to go to college to be an engineer. Am I right? That's what he wanted to be. Now you did die when you were 28. Is that correct? Yes. Do you want to tell me how? You didn't kill yourself, did you? No. Because I see a car. I know I see a car. I saw a car. And in my periphery, I'm seeing a train. Is that correct? Were you a driver? You were a passenger. Okay. What happened? Wait. Did the train hit the car? Was it an accident? It was an accident. but I feel that there's more. What I'm seeing is I'm seeing the car and the train parallel with somebody racing the train. And they try to get over the tracks in front of it. Yeah. Was that your brother that was doing that? Did your brother survive? Nope. Did your brother cross over? No. Is your brother with you? No. Do you want your brother with you? No. I don't want his brother with him. I feel that he's like angry at his brother because he didn't want to die. He didn't. He had everything that he wanted to live for. He was working to save so that he could follow his dream and his passion. He wanted to go to school, and he didn't think that he could ever afford college, but he wanted to at least get a technical degree. He wanted to go to a technical school, and he's saying yes, 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 yes. And he was working. He had 2 jobs, and then he would work side jobs, and he would put every single cent away that he could. And he was working to make his dream come true. And he's like, my brother took that from me. And he was like, I will never forgive him. Yeah. He liked his life. He liked his life. And he's sad that he wasn't able to fulfill what he wanted to do. So he's very curious about electrical items. So if there's like something wonky going on with the computer or the internet or even calculators or something, it's him. And he's going, yeah. Because he can't get enough. I mean, and video games fascinate him. He's, especially as they get more and more advanced and more realistic, he is fascinated. Oh God, he would love to play a video game. Yeah. Oh yes. Emphatic. Do you see this here? Emphatic. He would love to play a video game. So he is very interested in technology. He's very interested in the world as it advances. And he also likes I don't know the best way to say this. He likes being a part of things. I mean, he was like kind of nerdy, kind of shy in life, kind of reserved and quiet. But that didn't mean that he didn't want to participate. And he would participate. He'd just like be in the background. He really wouldn't say anything. But he's a nice guy. He's a sweetheart. Not a mean bone in his body, gentle. Just super, super curious. Super curious. Now, excuse me 1 minute. My dog's having an issue. Come on. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to relay? No. Okay. Is there anything that you want to say, perhaps to the person that you're with right now? He said thank you for having me in your home. He's very thankful that he's in a place where he's welcomed. All right. Well, I didn't summon you down here because all the other problems that was going on. That person just wanted to know, exactly who you were. And I think this is going to make them very happy, knowing who you finally are now. And I think it's a good thing for you too, that they know who you are. He agrees wholeheartedly. Okay, so are you ready to go back? Yep, ready to go back. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send him back, and then I'm going to open up the circle. Okay? So. Okay, so I have sent him back. I did feel like a rush, kind of like a thank you. I think maybe in his mind he was a little bit worried about what might happen with him. But as I said, he's fine. He's not a problem. So he's good to go back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, now you have to move in a counterclockwise position to release this holding cell, basically. And what you're doing is now when you put it in place, what you're doing is you're expelling energy from your antheme to create this. What you're doing is basically sucking it back up and in. And then you are going to cleanse the energy, and you are going to release it into the universe so that other people may use that cleansed energy for whatever they wish to do. Because witches are all about recycling. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to release the containment. Okay. And that is how you summon a spirit. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that certain parts of it that may have been the most interesting ended up getting cut off. But as I said, I don't want somebody that is just way over their head to attempt this. Because you may not get a spirit that is as friendly. And you find yourself up, you know what creek, and you don't have a wand. So that is going to be it for this video, and thank you guys for watching. See you next time.